Hello everyone, I am Jonalyn Garnica and I will show you guys in how to operate SPSS and how to input the data to identify errors and to clean it, and how to um, sort cases, to split file and to modify or change the tabular forms of data. So please watch this. Okay, this is what the SPSS looks like. So as you can see here, there is a data view and a variable view. And to input the data, of course, you need to have first a data set or questionnaire. So I will use this study from Malaysia entitled Relationship Between Awareness of Fake News Sharing on Facebook and the Perception of Message Credibility and Brand Trust of Facebook Among Youth. Okay, so the first thing that we will do is that we have to click here, of course, the variable view. And we have to input the first variable. So in the questionnaire, our first question here is gender. So we will use the gender as our variable. So we have to put here gender. Then click enter. So under the values column, click the none and the ellipsis. So as you can see here, there is a value and label. So in the questionnaire, I have here two options, which are the male and the female. So under the value 1, I will put 1 and label male. Male. Then click add. Then for the value number 2 here, female. So I'll put it here, 2 and female. Click add, then okay. So that's it. And for the second variable here in our questionnaire, age. So I will put here in our SPSS variable number 2, age. Click enter, and in the none cell of values, click it and then click ellipsis. And in the questionnaire, I have here three options: the 17 to 20, the 21 to 24, the 25 and above. So for the number 1 value, it's 17 to 20. So I will put it here 1 and in label 17 to 20 years old. Then click add. And for the value number 2 here, 21 to 24. So I will put here 2 and for the label 21 to 24. Click add. And for the 3 option, 25 and above. So same, 3 and 25 and above. Sorry. Oops. Above. Click add, then okay. So that's it. And for our 3 or number 3 variable here, race. So as you can see here in the right side of the screen, so you can see here the race. So I have 4 options: the Malay, Chinese, Indian, and others. So I will put here race in the 3 rows. In the number 3 rows rather. Okay, so race. Click enter, and under the none cell, click ellipsis. Of course, again here for the first option, which is the number 1 Malay. So I will put here 1, then Malay. Malay. Click add, and for the number 2, Chinese. And for the number 3, Indian. Click add. And for the number 4 here, others. So I will put here 4 and of course others. Click add, then okay. So as you can see here in the right side, it says please specify. So we will put here another variable. So I will put race race. No. Others rather. Other and race. So that's it. Then click enter. So under the type column, click the numeric cell and ellipsis. I'm sorry. So click here or choose string. Okay, for the string, it indicates that you can, you can input the text rather than numbers. So, for instance, we'll put here 25 characters. Then click OK. Okay, so that's it. Okay, for the number 4, or for our next variable, level of study. So I will put here level of study. Level of study. Okay, click enter. And click the non-cell, then the ellipsis. So, for the first value here, for the first option, it is undergraduate. So, we will put here 1 and label undergraduate. I'm sorry. Undergraduate. Click add, and for the second option is masters, which is the number 2. Masters. Then click add, and for the number 3 here, so the PhD. So click add, then OK. Okay, so that's it. Okay, so as you can see here, I have here, or I will call this question as a satisfaction scale. So as you can see here, I have here 5 questions. So here, 5 questions. The strongly disagree, neutral, agree, strongly disagree. So that's it. Okay, so under the variable view, I will put here, let's say, SS, or the satisfaction scale. So click enter. So under the values, since I have here 5 questions, or I will use only 5 questions, we'll put here satisfaction 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. So satisfaction 1, satisfaction 1, enter, satisfaction 2, satisfaction scale 3, satisfaction scale 4, and satisfaction scale 5. So that's it. So as you can see here in the row 6, click here the none, and of course for the value, so as you can see here in our questionnaire, our 1, it is strongly disagree. So I will put here 1 and strongly disagree. Strongly disagree. Then click add. And of course, you don't really need to put this 5 options. And for the next, I will use the 5 for the strongly disagree. So I will put here 5 and strongly agree. Click add, then okay. So that's it. So you can copy here. So you can copy these values. So you just have to right click, then copy. I'm sorry, my computers are not really doing well. Paste. Okay, so that's it. So that is the view of our variable. So let us go to our data view. Here, data view. So under the gender, for example, let's say wait, here for our example. For example, our first respondent is a male. Okay, so let's put here 1, since the value of our male is 1. Okay, 1. Then for the age, let's say for example, his age is 22. So 22, it falls here in number 2 option, which is the 21 to 24. So I will put here 2. And for the race, let's say for example, he is a Chinese. So Chinese is number 2. Okay, so just leave the other. Level of study. Level of study. For example, undergrad, 1. I'm sorry. Here, 1. Okay. So suppose the respondent answers 5, all 5. Yeah, strongly agree. For example, he strongly agree in all the questions here, in all the 5 questions. So we will put here 5 in our SPSS. So 5, 5, 5, 5, and 5. So that's it. Okay, for instance, our respondent, let's go back to the top. Okay, for example, our second respondent is a female. Here, a female. So we will put here number 2. I'm sorry, here that 2. Okay, for instance, he is 20 years old. So here it falls in number 1 option. So we'll put here 1 under the age. And for instance, she is an Indian. So an Indian here, 3. So 3. So leave the other race. The level of study, for example, masters. So 2. Okay, let's say for example, for the first 3 questions, she answered 4. So 4, 4, 4, and the next 2 questions are 5. Okay, she strongly agree. I'm sorry, 5 here. Okay, and for our number 3 respondent, for instance, again, a male respondent. So we'll put here 1. Age, for example, he is 27. So we'll put here 3. And for the race, for example, he chose 4 because he is a Filipino. So we'll just leave that here. We'll put here 4 for others. And under the other, we'll put here Filipino. Filipino. Okay. Level of study, PhD, 3. Okay, for example, in the satisfaction scale, in the 5 questions, for the first 2 questions, he chose 5. He answered 5. And for the third question, 3, then 4, and 5. So that's it. So that is our data. Okay, so if you want to see the their response in words, just click here. Just click this one. So that's it. So just have to go back. Okay, now if you want to add a participant ID, just click variable view, then click the gender, right click, then insert variable. So in this row, in the row 1, we have to put here participant ID. I'm sorry. Participant ID. Then click enter. So in the numeric cell, click the ellipsis, then choose string, then OK. So then go to the data view. So as you can see here, there is a participant ID. So for instance, I will put here the 001, 002, 003. So that is our participant ID. So after that, you will going to analyze the data. So just go to the analyze, click descriptive statistics and the frequencies. So we'll move the gender and the race. For the statistics, just leave that, then continue, then click OK. So we just have to wait for the results. Okay, so this is our frequency table. So as you can see here in our data, there is 2 male, 1 female, so a total of 3. And for our race, 1 Chinese, 1 Indian, and 1 other. So a total of 3. So that's it. So that is on how to input the data using SPSS. Okay, now let's go on how to identify errors and how to clean it. So in our data, I added 2 more participants, which are the participants 4 and 5. Okay, so in this case, we are going to identify if there are any missing items. So we have to click analyze here and descriptive analysis, then frequencies. So in this case, I want to check all the satisfaction scales. So I will add here the SS1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, now I want to check the dispersion of minimum and maximum. Then click continue and OK. Okay, so as you can see here in our statistics, there are 2 missing items, which are the SS1 and SS2. So we have to go back in our data, and you have to go back to your original data, and you have to investigate why there are missing items. So if the participants leave it blank, then we have to use the replace missing items function. How to do that? Okay, just go to transform, click it, and then click the replace missing values. Okay, so in here, since the missing items are in the SS1 and SS2, so I have to put it in the new variables, SS1 and SS2. So then, choose the series mean, then click OK. And we have to go back to our data view. So as you can see here in our last 2 columns, you can see here that there is a complete items. So what are we going to do is that we have to copy these 2 columns, and then we have to copy and cut, and we have to paste it here, SS1 and SS2. So paste. Yeah, so As you can see, the SS1 and SS2 columns are complete. So that's it. Now, we have to analyze it again. We have to check it again if there is any missing items. So check frequencies. So again, then click OK. Yeah, so as you can see here, there is no missing items. So that is and how to identify errors and clean the data. Okay, let's go to sorting cases. So sort cases will help you organize your entire data into ascending or descending order. So ascending order, it came from ascending from the lowest value to the highest value, and descending from the highest value to the lowest value. But let me warn you, once you sorted your data, you can't unsort it. But there is a way that you can, you can go back to your original data. You have to create unique identifier. So how to do that? So here, you have to click the transform, then compute variable. For example, let's say I will put here ID. So in the numeric expression, in the function group, I will click all. Then here, drag it here into the numeric expression. Then click OK. Okay, here it goes. So, as you noticed here, we have a new participant or ID. So, this will help you go back to your original data. So, for instance, I will sort this column, the age, I will sort this. So, right click, then remember this order, the 2, 1, 3, 1, 2. 2, 1, 3, 1, 2. So, let's sort this. For example, I want to sort it in descending order. 2, 1, 3, 1, 2. Okay. So, look, it changed. The order changed. So, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1. So, it really changed. So, if you want to go back to the original order, just click here, the ID. Right-click the ID, and then click the sort ascending. So, here it goes. See? It goes back to the original data, the 2, 1, 3, 1, 2. So, for instance, in the gender, I want to sort this into ascending. The 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. So, that is the order. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. So, I want to sort ascending. Okay, so, it changed from 1, 1, 1, 2, 2. So, from the lowest value to the lowest value. So, again, if you want to go back to the original order, just click the ID, then click sort ascending. So, that's it. It goes back to the original order. So, that is how to sort cases. Okay, and now we are going to split file. So, split file will allow you to compare groups on a given variable to run separate analysis on two subgroups of your data. So, to split your data file into separate groups for analysis, you have to go to Data and click Split File. And then here, click Compare Groups. So, in this case, I am going to use the variable gender. Yeah, gender. And then click OK. Okay, so now that we have split the file, I am going to analyze the level of study. So, we will do two analyses, the descriptive and the correlation. So, first, click the analyze, then the descriptive statistics, then the frequencies. So, in here, I will going to use the level of study. drag it here. And for the statistics, I will check the mean, median, and the standard deviation. Then click continue. Then okay. Okay, so that's it. So this is the result. So now, I want to run the, I want to check the correlation. So, click here the correlate and the bivariate. And then I will use the here, level of the study, and then the age. I'm going to correlate it. So, options, that's it. Then click OK. Yeah, and that is the result of our correlation of the level of the study and the age. So now, okay, so if you want to rerun here, click the frequent split file. Okay, so in here I want to organize. Organize output by group. So I will use the gender. Then okay, click OK. Okay, so here sort cases by gender. Then again, I want to rerun the data or the result. First is the frequencies, level of the study, then click OK. So now it will lead you to the level of the study of the gender, the female and the male. Sorry. Yeah, so here is the male and the female. Okay, again for the correlation, so we run the correlation. Again, click this bottom and then click the bivariate correlations. The level of study, age, then okay. Okay, so this is the result. Gender, male, the male correlation between the age and the level of the study. And same as well with the female. So, that's it. So, as you can see here, there is still name split by gender. So, if you want to turn it off, just go to the data, split file, then click analyze all cases. So, or you can just reset. It's your choice. So, then click OK, then here you will see split file off. So that's all. That's how you will split file. Okay, and now we are going to modify or change the tabular forms of our data. So the first one that we will do is that we have to click the analyze, then tables and custom tables. So in here, you have to drag the variables that you want to organize here. So I'll do this, race, and I will put the gender here, then the age, and then the race. This is just for an example. Then click the categories, then here the total, then apply, and click OK. Okay, so this is what our custom table looks like. So that's it. Now, if you want to edit it, options. Okay, so if you want that your table to looks differently, so you can choose here whatever you like. Yeah, system default, yeah, as you can see, the classic default that um the border is, thickened by the black one, and this is what the academic looks like. So that's it, the blue, the yellow, the blue. Okay, for instance, let's use this. Let's see if, let's see the difference. Okay, so let's rerun. Now what? The analyze, the tables, the custom, tables, customs. Okay, yeah, this is what it looks like. It has, color. Yeah. So let's try another one. No, I'm sorry. So another color. So options. Okay, for instance, let's use this one. Okay. Yeah, see the difference? So that's it. So that's how you can change or modify your tables. That's all.